It's not the race for the awards.
Even one couple of in there and we'll just take that out.
Everyone right? Everyone sweet? I'll ask away. Ready? Very happy?
Yeah, it was good. Well, last year I thought we were in a great position too last year, and we asked the boys to win the game, and this year they had to win it really with their defence, and they came down in the last 5 minutes. Between Robbie and Junior, I think got about 3 or 4 restarts, which really sucked the life out of country. So I thought it was a real mature win, you know. Like for a long time there, it looked like they could have scored a few more. So I thought it was a really mature win. I thought between Robbie and Mitchell, I thought they were fantastic controlling the result.
Robbie, pretty happy with your own performance?
Yeah, mate. You know, me and Mitch have formed a good combination. We last year we enjoyed playing together, and you know, from the start of this week we feel really comfortable together. And I think that showed out there, especially in the first half. Second half was tough. You know, we turned a lot of ball over, and the momentum of the game changed. We found ourselves, you know, pretty much defending our own line for the second half. But as Freddie said, it was pleasing to keep them away, go down the other end, and shut the game out with some repeat sets. And yeah, it was really good hold on for the win.
Robbie, what happened out there? Like obviously up 24-0, then suddenly Blake Ferguson scores that innocent try, and before you know it, country at 2 points behind.
Yeah, a couple of lucky tries. That one on half time obviously gave him a bit of a sniff, and then another one off a kick in the first couple of minutes of the second half, and then penalties and drop ball. You do that against any quality side, you're going to find yourself on the back foot. But again, the character that we showed to hang on there, we were out on our feet there in the second half, but the boys kept turning up in defence, and like I said, we went down the other end and closed the game out.
Freddie, do you think Mitchell did enough to show why he should be the number 7?
Yeah, I think so.
What stood out for you today?
What's that?
What stood out for him?
Oh no, I just thought everything I was asked of him, I think leading into this game, I think he answered. So he made sure he had a couple of kicks in the first half that made sure he didn't judge perfectly, and we spoke about that. And then in the second half, I think he would have got 4 or 5 restarts, you know, and a couple of nice kicks to clear out, and which took a bit of pressure off us as well. Had a couple of good runs. His passing was slick. Couldn't ask much more.
Do you get players like him to do stuff just aimed at winning, or do you get him to do stuff that Rick wants to see?
Yeah, no, well, you know, Robbie and Mitchell sit in a position where we rely on them to win the game. Mm-hmm. You know, they both have played a part in the kicking. They both play a part in where we get to, and you know, sort of exposing their weaknesses. So, yeah, absolutely. And, yeah, the momentum shift in the second half was massive. You know, like we didn't get a penalty to about within the last 10 minutes in the second half. So, you know, some tough calls, and that just happens, you know. I think everyone just starts going with the wave, and I thought that happened. And from the hold out, and then for those boys to come back with 10 minutes to go, get our game back in order. We were attacking towards the end too. It wasn't just a case of just sort of putting the ball on the arm. We were attacking. I thought we were a massive. Yeah, that last tackle. Yeah.
Freddie, were there any players in your mind that now put their name forward for Origin selections that we haven't talked about before?
Yeah, well, I thought the young Aaron Woods, I thought was pretty good. I thought he was the best prop on the field. There's no doubt about that. And I think that's, you know, whether it's, this is why going on this sort of serves a great purpose. Now we'll go and watch Aaron Woods, how he plays for the Tigers now. I'm sure he'll build from this a little bit. And, you know, whether it's this year or next year, he looks like someone who can step up. It was great in the camp. Everyone goes home and we all know what he's like now. And I think he handled the week extremely well.
Robbie, do you have any more confidence about your own chances than when you arrived here today, or does there anything change after the 80 minutes?
I don't know, you'd have to ask some other people about that. For me, it's just a matter about playing good footy. I know that. It's about my form. You know, got concussed last week, which was disappointing. I wanted to put in a good performance, but you know, I was never going to pull out of this game today. I wanted a big performance, and now it's just a matter of taking that form back to club footy, putting as much pressure on Ricky and the selectors as I can over the next month.
Brad, one of the ideas being discussed for next year is to have New South Wales country play Queensland country and City get left out. What do you think?
It's much really wise the people running the game than I. I'll leave that up to them.
Okay. Freddie, Jared Hayne finished the game in the league. What was that?
Well, Wolfie, the Wolfman, he's right hammy, so he had a right hammy problem. And the last thing, when they came up with the report, I didn't want to do anything because I thought it put pressure on the whole situation. But I think we acted responsibly from a Manly and a Wolfman point of view. So that's why we had to take him off. And we didn't really have any other options than to throw Jared out there. He had been, he's doing a lot of defence. I think it sort of found him at that stage too. So I think the move and all, I think, helped the team.
How do you think he went as a fighter?
Yeah, he did a lot of defence. I think he got knocked up. There's no doubt about that. Most of the intercept took a bit of confidence out of him. But I thought his defence in the first half was excellent. And that's the one thing I think, being that fight, had a real presence in defence. And I think he hasn't played there for a long time, so there's no doubt that the moving up and back sort of took the legs out of him a little bit.
Because Mitchell was so dominant, do you think he sort of struggled to inject himself a bit?
No, not really. I think Mitchell was pretty smart with his game. I think the conditions were slippery. I thought our attack, apart from some drop balls, I thought our attack was excellent. It was just perfect. So, I thought Mitchell played a perfect role today.
Robbie, what was it like playing out there in front of 8,500 country fans?
It was good until they started cheering for country. Made things hard for ourselves, but no, look, it's been a great week. Like as I said out there, Mudgee's, it's been an awesome experience for us. The facilities here are first class, as good as you see down in Sydney, and the crowd in the town has been very welcoming this week. So, from the moment we got here till the game today, it's been great.
Next question.
Thank you.